Good morning, guys. It's real early, and I'm about to go to the gym. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 23. So I came from the gym. It was super awesome. It was very quiet, so that was really nice, and the music was pumping. So I'm super excited. I got that out. I'm very happy to get that workout in, get that out of the way. Now I can return home to my son and do mommy duties. But first, you already know what time it is. I had to go get this one because let me tell you, I believe cinnamon, maple, something is in it. I forget what's in it, but it's called the Daydream. I got a Daydream cappuccino and it's so good. Super tasty. When I'm feeling for something sweet, I definitely go here. All right, time to return home. All right, guys, we have showered and changed, and now it's time to cook. You know, it's the holiday season, and you think about grandma special, you think about granny special, and you know, you're in your feelings. So, because I'm in mine, I'm gonna make a special dish. You need your potato, you need your coconut, you need your nutmeg, you need your cinnamon, you need your coconut milk, you need your water, you need your grater, you need a knife, you need a bowl, you need foil, you need sugar, flour, and raisins, and a little bit of vanilla extract. What are we making? All right, grater, peeler, you need your peeler, potato. So for me, I'm just gonna peel off the skin and place it in the bowl. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Sometimes I take the knife and use it, but honestly, when you take a knife and you cut off a lot of the potato that you could have had. Not doing that for sure. In Antigua, we call this tukana. Some people call it kanki. Some people call it pasteles. I forget what Chinese call it. So the potato should look like this. You can grate this up now. You take the smallest part of the grater, you get another bowl, and you start grating. You get down and dirty. Then you want to get your coconut. Crack your coconut, okay? Some people like this coconut heavy, some people don't. You can grate the coconut, but for the sake of time, I won't. So I have just here coconut. I will put this in the blender and it will be fine. You don't want a lot of water. I have potato, I have my coconut. One is grated, one is not. So I'm gonna get the blender now and start blending it up. The key to this mixture is you don't want it too thick and you don't want it too soft, okay? Another thing is potato creates water. If you are blending this potato with the coconut, you do not want to what? Use a whole lot of water. When you are blending up the coconut, you want to make sure that it's fully blended. So sometimes if you don't add too much water, it won't blend properly. So you add water according to how you want it to look, okay? I had to add more water. It happens, it's fine. You kind of want it to look like this. This is fine, but you see the little chunk in here? You can either blend it more or leave it. Another thing is if you decided that you wanted to strain that coconut mix, you could definitely have coconut milk after. But we're not doing that. In a bowl, you're gonna add 2.5 cups of coconut, then 2.5 cups of grated sweet potato. The coconut, you can add one whole coconut. It depends on how you like the coconut. It depends on if you want it to taste more coconutty or not. You can use your hands, you can use a spoon, 1.5 cup of brown sugar. Then you're gonna mix them together. You can use your hands. I typically use my hands, or you can use a spoon. Some people add 2 cups of sugar, or even 3 cups of sugar, 1 white sugar, 1 cane sugar. Me, I'm just gonna use brown sugar and it does the job for me. You're gonna have a tablespoon of nutmeg, 2 tablespoons of sugar. So when you mix everything together, it should look like this. Now you add 2 cups of flour and then you mix it in again. A lot of mixing and mixing. When you add your flour, it should look like this. So it'll be a little hard. It'll be a little hard, but that's okay because you're gonna add some coconut milk now. Now you add 1/3 of coconut milk and mix that in. So it should look like this, and you see how moist it is? So when it falls off the spoon, this is how it should fall. Then you add your vanilla, 2 tablespoons. Mix that in. Again, be generous because it's about how you feel. You can now taste it to see if it's sweet enough for you, because the last thing you're gonna add is the best thing you're gonna add, which is your raisins. I'm gonna taste it. It's sweet. My mom is gonna love this. I never really saw my grandma make dukana, but I could tell you that it is one of my favorite dishes. Honestly, I'm just excited to have some dukana for the Christmas. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And guess what? It's about to be Christmas. We are gonna mix up the raisins with the mixture, which is supposed to look like this. You're gonna take out some tin foil because we do not have any banana leaf, and you're going to pour a little bit of the mixture in there and then wrap it up real tight. Start to boil your water because then you're gonna put those dukanas inside of the boiled water for about, I say 20 minutes. It depends. How I test it is I'll take a fork and I'll stick it into the dukana and see how it is. Now you're just gonna take a tin foil and you're gonna just peel them off, because you're gonna probably need about 12. We'll see. So first things first, you put the foil down. You take a small paste like this, put it in the dukana. Put it in the foil. And I'm doing it with one hand, but you're gonna go like this and hold on. You flip it in half. So when you put it in half, you're gonna fold it down flat so nothing can seep through. So as you can see, the dukana is here, right? Now we're gonna roll this in, roll that in. Look at it. We have rolled this one in. Now we're gonna fold it, roll and fold. And it doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be ugly, but it's gonna look like this. So it's mushy right now, but when you boil it, it's gonna get hard. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Usually people eat dukana with saltfish, with smoked herring, with mackerel, with steamed fish. So I've even seen people eat it with curry chicken. Enjoy your dukana, please. I love this so much. I had to learn. There's a couple of other dishes that I need to learn. The next thing I want to learn how to make is chop up. That's what people eat with this too. That tastes so good when it's done right. I remember my grandma, one thing she used to do that was so funny is send me go shop, and I used to buy bun and cheese or like bread and cheese, and it was so good because it's just so good. You never had bun if you never had bun from Antigua. Anyway, so she used to send me to a shop, which was not far from me, like literally steps away from my house. She would give me money. Our neighbor was a lady working in the shop, so you know, it was like, it was family. Like, you know, growing up, like her daughter and me was so close. Whether it was the lady that we know or somebody else, grandma give me money, and that money have to buy whatever I want. So it no matter if the bun and cheese cost $10. If me only have $5, it could be a $5 them I get. So that was funny to me growing up, because I would be like, no, grandma, like, no, I can't do it. She'd be like, God, come out of a face, girl. And just do that real quick. And I did it. And I credit my grandmother to my bargaining skills. I still get a little nervous, but at least it can be done. And grandma and I used to walk a lot. So she used to walk, go to work, and work wasn't that far. It was like about 15 minutes walk, and that was so cool. And she would come home on her break, like for lunch. That was so nice. That's one thing I love about the Caribbean. Like, can you guess what her favorite color was? I'm wearing it. I do not call my grandma granny because I actually had a granny. Like, I knew my great grandmother, and so that's why we don't call her granny. But I know a lot of people call their grandmother granny, and so, but we don't do that. And she was very funny. A lot of personality. Came from strong women, of course. When the grandmas pass, it's almost like you don't remember anything. You don't remember nothing. I used to have to drink something hot every single day. Like, it was like I couldn't drink juice, because if I didn't have nothing hot, I couldn't drink juice. That was something grandma never played about. This can make about, this right now I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 right now. So this might make 15, but yes, Antigua have my heart. People always ask me, because my dad is from Grenada and my mom is from Antigua, and people always ask me, which one you like better? Honestly, they're two different vibes. Two different vibes. Like, when I'm in Grenada, it's so different. When I'm in Antigua, it's so different. So both places I know fairly well and get around. I will say I definitely drive in Antigua. I don't really drive in Grenada like that. I don't mind taking the bus. I know people don't like the bus, but I don't mind that. In Antigua, they have bus, but it's not really, people not really going on a bus like that. Very nice talking to you guys, and I hope you enjoy. Let me show you how it should look after you wrapped everything. I'll do for you.